Hey there everyone, welcome to another Destiny 2 video. I'm sure you're all wondering the answer to the title's question, is Young Ahamkara Spine actually better than Celestial Nighthawk? Well, let's find out. In order to properly test these two exotics, I went to the Castellum in Prestige Leviathan. I decided to conduct these tests on the standard bearer, aka the guy with a ton of health that you need to kill to get the standard from. I originally ran these tests in the Garden World Nightfall on normal, but the test ended up being too inconsistent because of the way grenades interacted with the boss. First off, I wanted to see how much damage each subclass tree does without any enhancements from exotic gear. First, the top tree, Way of the Outlaw, which is the one that gives your golden gun 6 shots. The main thing to remember is this tree does not enable precision hits with your golden gun. So let's see what kind of damage this thing does. So it hits 2,162 damage per shot, multiply that by 6 shots and you get 12,972 damage. Pretty horrible though, to be honest. Wasn't even able to remove a bar of his health. Next up is the bottom tree, Way of the Sharpshooter, that gives you 3 shots that can do precision damage, and each precision hit increases the damage of the next shot. So let's take a look. We hit 5110, 6255, and then a final shot of 7400. Total that together and we get 18,765 damage. Definitely better, but still wasn't able to take away a single bar of his health. I tested the other abilities too. Trip mines do 4,838 damage, and the non-explosive throwing knife found in the bottom tree does 708 damage on a precision hit. So now we have our base damage numbers. Let's equip the exotics. Using the exotic Celestial Nighthawk, which turns your 3 bullets into 1 supercharged golden gunshot, and the bottom tree, Way of the Sharpshooter, we hit 30,660 damage, which takes him down to about half of his health. Of course, that is what you would expect from using the Celestial Nighthawk. It is a crazy exotic, and that is much better damage already. Now we're going to try out using Young Ahamkara Spine, which grants you trip mine grenade energy on any ability damage. Whether it be with a hit from a throwing knife or a golden gun, it'll give you 33% energy back. Although on the first trip mine throw using bottom tree, I would always get 66% for some reason. I actually don't know why that is. But for this test, we're using top tree so that we can use the extra golden gunshot to regain our grenade, so we can throw a total of 4 trip mines from start to finish of our super. Watch how I do it. You throw a grenade, which gives you back 33%. 2 golden gunshots gives you the remaining 2/3 of your grenade energy, which means you can throw a second grenade. Throwing that one with 2 more shots gives you a 3rd grenade, and then doing it again gives you a final grenade right as your super ends. Basically comboing grenades and super over and over. Using Young Ahamkara Spine, you can get a total of 6 golden gunshots off and 4 grenades. Grenade, 2 shots. Grenade, 2 shots. Grenade, 2 shots. Grenade. And funny enough, the grenades are actually doing most of the work here, not your super. Each trip mine does 4,838 damage, like I said before, while each golden gunshot only does 2,162 damage. So the trip mines are doing more than double the damage of 1 golden gunshot. 4 trip mines comes to a total of 19,352 damage, while the 6 golden gunshots come to a total of 12,972 damage. Combined, that'll give you 32,324 damage, which is actually higher than what we got with the Nighthawk. Now it's only higher by 5%, so it's still not worth using Young Ahamkara Spine, with the top tree at least. But what happens if we combine the bottom tree for 3 precision shots and Young Ahamkara Spine for trip mine grenades? So to achieve this combo, you throw a trip mine which does 4838 and gives you back 2/3 of your grenade energy. Using a throwing knife, which is 708 extra damage if you crit with it, gives you the last 1/3 of your energy, and as you pop your super, you're able to throw another grenade for 4838 damage. Then you hit 2 precision shots with your Goldie for a total of 11,365 damage, which gives you a grenade back again, which adds another 4838 damage, and the final Goldie precision shot for 7400. And the grand total is 33,987 damage, and as you can clearly see, we have taken off more than half of his health with this combo. So what does that mean? Using Young Ahamkara Spine combined with Way of the Sharpshooter, aka Bottom Tree, can result in an extra 11% damage over using Nighthawk, which is pretty insane if you think about it. Young Ahamkara Spine hasn't really gotten much talk recently since its buff in July, but this thing can actually outdamage the Nighthawk, which is pretty nuts. But wait, in the first clip where I used Celestial Nighthawk only, I hit for 30,660 damage, but I didn't actually throw my trip mine. If I had, I would have ended up with a total damage of 35,498 damage, which actually beats out every other combination of things I previously tried. So, unfortunately no, Nighthawk is still the king of burst damage, and with the assist of just one trip mine grenade, is still the most damage you can do in the shortest amount of time of any super and exotic combo in the game. But Young Ahamkara Spine is surprisingly close behind. Of course, comboing grenades and Goldie shots is a lot more time consuming and meticulous than one grenade and one super shot, and not to mention all that time you're spending comboing grenades and Goldie shots you could be spending using something like the Whisper of the Worm for extra damage. That's not to say you shouldn't use Young Ahamkara Spine though. The exotic itself is a fantastic one and really does wonders for trip mine grenades both in PvE and PvP. You can do some crazy things with Way the Outlaw if you're accurate when it comes to getting those precision throwing knife kills too. If you keep hitting them over and over, you'll have your trip mine grenade back in no time. It is also still a totally plausible boss damage option, although you'll want to use it for specific encounters like Escalation Protocol or killing really tough targets like I did in this video. It wouldn't be practical to use it for things like Callus or bosses where you have a very short window of time to do damage, and of course are really far away like Argos. For those kind of encounters, Nighthawk will still be your first choice, but Young Ahamkara Spine definitely deserves a spotlight for how much damage it can allow you to dish out. Anyway, that about does it for this video. Go give this awesome exotic a try if you haven't already. The buff Young Ahamkara Spine received in July was very much needed, and it is now a ton of fun to use. Thank you very much for watching everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon.